Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And I just wanted to do a quick add-on, okay, to this video that was done by the elder brother Yashalom. His YouTube handler is GMS Watchman, and the name of the video is "She Don't Have to Know." Okay, and it's a very good video. Very good, wise words. Dealing with using wisdom when you deal with people in the world. And especially dealing with these women. Okay, when it comes to this word, when it comes to this truth, like you mentioned in the video, you have to know when to say what. Okay, you have to know when to say what. Who you can say what to and who you cannot say what to. All right, and now it's when you dealing with a chick and whatnot. Yeah, you maybe you like her and so on and so forth. So you wanna, in your mind, you wanna do something good. You wanna give her something good, something valuable. So you value this truth. So your mind is like, well, why not? Right? What's more valuable than salvation, right? Let me give her some of that. But you need to understand that when it, a chain, a bracelet, all these things, these are different. But when it comes to this truth, it's not like that. This truth isn't something you can just give to people. Okay, you have to be careful and use wisdom, and so that in your mind, what you're doing, right, that you may not see anything wrong with, doesn't come back to bite you in the ass. All right, especially not somebody you just met. The scriptures talk about proving people that you be to know whether you can trust them or not. All right. And so I'm going to start off with this here, Proverbs chapter 1, verse 4, dealing with wisdom, which says to give subtlety to the simple and to the young man knowledge and discretion. Now, you might have somebody that says, well, why not? Why don't you just teach it? Right? Well, what's wrong with that? But there's cases where everything may be going smooth, and the second you start trying to teach her this truth, then your shit just starts going downhill. All right, because demons will take advantage of that leeway and try to use her to now mess with you, as opposed to when it's her not knowing. That's less of a headache for you. Okay, because she ain't going to listen. She's not going to value it like you do, and so it's gonna get to a point when now she knows what you really do on Saturdays. It's not as important. It's not important to her. So she doesn't, she's going to try to sway you away from doing it. She's going to try, basically pull on her Delilah. Oh, you don't love me? You always out there. You do that. You give that more time than you give me. And because she knows what you do, and she doesn't value what you do the way you do. She doesn't see the importance in it as the way you do. So to her, it's just something else that you're putting before her. All right? And you don't want to have to deal with that headache. Listen, they value, if you told her I go to work, she'd take that over, what you going to tell her? Yeah, I'm a prophet. I'm a prophet. I teach the word of the Lord. She's going, oh yeah. I mean, if she just met you, she might just play along because she might like you or whatnot. But in her mind, listen, she ain't really, she's not, that's not why she's there. That's not why you take her. I was reading the comment that the elder Yashawamba put. And it was funny, but it's true. Jake, you take a chick on the first date, and you an Israelite, so because of that, that's it. She comes there and there's a whole 2-hour sit down session. You sit there 2 seconds in, oh hey, how you doing? No, we don't do haze, it's shalom. You gotta say shalom. What that means is peace unto you. That's shalom right there. I got the fringes all out, fringe t-shirts, fringe pants, fringe socks. Hey man, Jake, man, you get something and they just run with it, But you like we just read to give subtlety to the simple. You can't just oh yo she looks good, I like her, so I told her the truth, brother. What you mean you told her? I told her the truth, man. I sat her down. I mean, shit. The waiter was coming. I said, "Hold on one sec. Give me a matter of fact. Come here. Give me your Revelation. Here it is. You trying to break down the whole book of Revelation 18. Really, the beast, right? You go to Revelation 13. The beast is really talking about the Roman Empire, right? Because see, you gotta know some history. You gotta go a little. Matter of fact, let me take you back to Egypt. Because we were in Egypt. And then we built the pyramids. We that goes back to our people. You tell her all this shit. Listen, she looking at you like, what did I just get myself into? You know, and she's not hearing, she's not understanding what you're saying. All she's doing is looking at you like, what the fuck, like, what the hell is going on here? Because that's not how the Most High set it up. If you're gonna deal with her, just deal with her on the level of dealing with a woman. You know, And Pharaoh, when you go to the book of Exodus, Moses, Pharaoh, matter of fact, let me take you to Genesis. In the beginning, now see, you got to learn some Hebrew. All right? So we're going to do the Paleo and the Assyrian tomorrow morning, 7:30 p.m. I want you to send me an essay of Genesis 1 translated in Hebrew, and then we could go from there. By the way, I can have multiple women. You just pretty much at that point, she's not calling you back. She ain't gonna send you shit. You losing her number and whatnot. You know why? Because that's not why she came there. More than likely, you on a date with her, because you didn't swindle her on a date through breaking down precepts to her. Whatever game you spat, that's what she came to expect. She ain't come there for a sit down lesson, you know, and the details of this, that. Look, the scriptures already say in Isaiah 4:1, the time is gonna come when majority of the women, you have certain sisters that listen, and that's a beautiful thing that the Lord has put that spirit on them. But majority of the women, right now isn't their time. The way they're gonna come in is through the fear, through the reproach that they want off them. That's how they're gonna come in humble and obedient, not by you breaking down Second Ezra the 11th chapter, the eagle. Whoa, let me teach you about the eagle. I bet you ain't know about that. That's not how she's gonna come. No. So hey, you're better off just dealing with her without her knowing all the details. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, I'm running errands. Or I'm doing this something. You know, that's better. That's better. It'll make your life much easier. And you have to keep in mind as well, the way in this truth, we understand the value of it, but it's only amongst the elect that this word is valued. Anybody else will look at it as, matter of fact, it tells you here in Luke 21, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. You hear that? For my name's sake. And the Lord said he comes in the volume of the book. So if you are going around, you telling everybody this, that, and the third, guess what? The scriptures are controversial. But only those that have been given the eyes to see will understand it. Everybody else is only going to look at you funny. And as it says, hate you. They're going to dislike you. They're not going to want to be in your presence. So if you want to deal with a chick and you want to actually deal with her, then you have to know how to move. Because just because you meet a chick doesn't mean you got to by force. I'm dealing with her. She's my woman, so she got to know. I got to. The scripture says she got to learn at home from her husband. So I'm gonna teach her. Yo, bro, look, not every woman is cut out for it. Not every woman is lot. Not every woman's lot is to hear this and just do a whole 360 and then just a whole 180, I should say. And just become a pure, a Judith or a Esther. Nah, bro. You gonna have to deal with what you got. you know. But as it says, ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. So in our eyes, the Lord is glorified, but not in the eyes of the world. And these women are coming from the world, or they're in the world. Okay. So she ain't gonna hear this and, oh, lovely. Wow. You told her 7:30 send you 2 paragraphs in Hebrew, and 6:30 she sent you 5 paragraphs. She broke down the al hayim, which is plural, because the yum at the end makes it plural. That's not gonna happen, bro. All right, that's not gonna happen. Matter of fact, let's get this here. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 9, verse 1. It says, "Be not jealous over thy wife, or over the wife of thy bosom, and teach her not an evil lesson against thyself." Okay? Teach her not an evil lesson against thyself. Now, why is that? Because she can use it against you. All right? You have to think about, okay, so what happens if um I'm telling her all of this because I'm thinking, yeah, yeah, we cool, sweet, sweet, whatnot, and then things don't work out. And I didn't really get to know her. And then now I'm starting to see what her true colors are like. And I'm like, yo, she's a pure demon. But now she's a demon with all this information on me. So what happens when now she knows where you work, you know? She knows your family. She know all these things, because you didn't prove her. First thing you thought of was let me tell her everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And now here it is. She at your job telling, coming places talking about, yo, this guy is out here on Saturday preaching this, and he's saying that women are beneath men, and that it's okay to take women, and because they will take your words, they will lie in wait, take your words and twist it. All right, and dramatize it. Okay, because there are some hard sayings in the scriptures, but that's why it's only for the elect. Nevertheless, guess what? We still have to use the world as not abuse it. And you can make your opportunity to use the world much harder than it should be when you put yourself in these situations, when you don't use wisdom, because it will come back. Yeah, you got to learn how to be Clark Kent. And it's not just with women, it's just with people in general. All right. Don't oh, I know the truth, so I have to tell him. This is my manager. He's an Edomite, but I got to tell him that he's an Edomite. Well, how do you think that's going to play out for you? you know So as it says, and teach her not an evil lesson against thyself. Now she knows. Here it is. She knows. She knows what you teach. She knows what's going on and whatnot. Now things don't work out. Guess what? Let there be a false flag going on, and let them throw anything that may sound remotely close to what she's heard you say before. And here you go. Whether it's social media or whatnot. Oh yeah, I was with this guy and he was a part of this, because there's a lot of information out there, or a lot of videos out there of scoffers and scorners and demons who are like the BHI cult or this, that. And guess what? She's gonna look that up. She's gonna look into that, because she could be the busiest woman in the world. I'm telling you, she's gonna make time for you. If she wants to get back at you or she's hurt, oh, she will make she'll be the freest woman on the planet. All right, she'll creep, search, investigate, do all the things she got to do. She gonna watch all them quote unquote cult videos, and then she might find herself making a video like that too, pulling out your whole government name and all that. And I'm just throwing examples. I'm not having experiences. I'm just throwing examples on it because, you know, from others' experiences. But you want to avoid all these things, okay? Instead of bringing upon yourself a headache. So lastly, I have here, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 6. It says, "Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you." Okay? And that's the key part right there. Because we value this truth. We value this truth, not the world. She's coming out the world, or she's in the world, and you go and meet her in the world. You can't think that just because you value something, she's gonna automatically value it too. If that was the case, then the those that were blinded, that couldn't receive this, it wouldn't be that way. Not everybody can receive this word. And so you can deal with a woman, but just because you're dealing with her doesn't mean that she got to know, every single detail about you. Okay? And plus, when they do, they get bored and they leave anyway. They start messing with you. All right? So, as it says here, and neither cast ye your pearls before swine, because she's not going to value it the way you do. To you, understanding these scriptures and breaking them down, that's valuable. You'll sit down for hours and study and watch videos and ask questions and pray and, do these things. She ain't going to do that. Okay? Now that, like I said, there's always those that the Lord, has out there. All right, because look, you had certain women that were like that in the past. So if we are here today, well, where do you think they would be? They're here today too. So you have certain women that the Lord puts a spurt on, you know, and hey, if you got one, then blessed are you, right? But hey, it's not everybody, man. You know, the Lord has set everything up. So your best way is to use wisdom while you're in this world, as the scriptures say. All right, be users of the world as not abusing it. Okay, and be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Don't be simple. And then you go and be over righteous and simple, and now you start catching hell, and all of a sudden Esau's the devil, and I mean we already know he is, but all of a sudden it's just everybody else's fault. This place gotta go, man. These women, hey, they demons, but if you know they're demons, why would you give yourself onto them? you know, a demon is intelligent, so you gotta know, you gotta make sure you don't give her no ammunition, because then her inner demon's gonna come out. So you know she's a demon, but you gotta tame her. You gotta keep that demon tamed so you can deal with it. But if you feed logs into her fire, then you wonder why your house burns down. You know? Well, brother, what did you tell her? Well, nah, I was just explaining about how the Pharaoh and how the Yahushua gonna come back and you gonna split people's skulls in half and the blood is gonna be sprinkled on his garment instead of grapes, you know? And she started looking at me funny. Well, brother, I mean, how long have you known her? Nah, I met her last week. We've been texting on and off for Jake, boy. Oh my lord. Hey, anyway, I'm gonna end it off here. Just a few words I wanted to add on. This is a really good video, like I said, and Lord willing, is edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak Wadash. Until next time, Shalom.